Monarch Nation, I'm Jaden Johnson. Welcome to the Monarchists Basketball Show.
The following presentation is brought to you by the Pride of ODU, the official NIL collective of Old Dominion Athletics. Be a monarchist. Join the Pride.
Monarch Nation, welcome back to the show. Rob,
Yes, sir.
welcome to the pod.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
All right, so on behalf of Old Dominion fans, welcome to ODU and to Norfolk.
Thank you.
All right, so obviously you started your career at UMass. You saw action in 30 games. How did your experience at UMass prepare you for life at ODU and to help lead this team?
I feel like it prepared me honestly immensely. As a freshman, you go through many trials, every game, every practice, every day, and it's kind of hard to even like try to expect something of a freshman year, especially even if you're a 5-star recruit or you're a 2-star going, elsewhere. But last year, I definitely saw many ups, saw many, I wouldn't even say downs. I just saw some challenges and adversity that I had to go through. And as it prepared me for here, coming in as a sophomore, I feel like I'm more seasoned as a basketball player, being able to help our freshman guys, you know, they're going through the same things that I went through, and I can see exactly where I was challenged at last year, and just being that voice, that leader for the young guys, being able to let them know that you're gonna fail. Like to fail, I mean to get better, you have to fail at the end of the day. And I feel like once you understand that as a freshman or as a newcomer coming in, um, you'll honestly be good because it's like most people they're not okay with failing, but once you become okay with it and learning from it and growing from that, I feel like the world is your oyster at that point. And I feel like last year definitely prepared me for this moment to step in as a leader for this team.
All right, so it's unique for a freshman to get action in 30 games at
Yes,
this level of basketball.
definitely.
And you had lots of opportunities.
hmm
Why Old Dominion?
Uh, First and foremost, the two guys that pretty much got me here, Mike Jones and Jamal Robinson. I've known Jamal for a number of years, and so just as Mike. But I'm a relationship guy, especially when it comes to things like this. And I knew wherever I went, I wanted it to feel like home, not only in the campus, but also on the court with my coaches, having somebody in place that I trust, that I know believes in me. And when those conversations arose, it was honestly like a no-brainer for me. Um, Coach Mike told me straight up, like, there's nothing here that's going to be given to me, but he gave me what was on the table, and I had to work for it. And also just knowing that I had someone in my corner, um, with Jamal Robinson, and then having a head coach in my corner as well, because he told me, like, I believe in your entire game. He wasn't trying to sugarcoat anything. He let me know straight up, like, I've been watching you really since I was playing with Team Mello in the AAU, and he would have loved to have me. And being his first recruit, I really wanted this to be a special thing for me and him, coming back to his alma mater and things of that nature. And then just being here for the last couple of months, I mean, I love it here. I can't lie. It's a big, it's like a huge extended family, if I'm being honest. Like, I spend a lot of time in the compliance office and in the academic building with Miss Amy and Miss Danielle. It's a lovely place to be. I can't lie.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I mean, ODU is a good sized school, but it's really easy to get involved. And it's
hmm
got that family feel, and Mike
Yeah.
and I feel that way. Like if you want to be involved here, you can, despite its size, because of
Yeah.
that feel. And I know where you were talking about Coach Jones and the support at the open practice. I remember sitting there 2 rows back
hmm
from Coach Jones, and you were pretty much on fire, hitting everything, but
Yeah.
behind the line. And as you're coming down the court and the left side of the court, and you hear Coach Jones going another one,
hmm
like encouraging you to just let it go. So there's no hesitation,
Yes, sir.
and you get your shot. I expect you to take it. So
I love that. I love that, especially from him. It's one thing to get it from an assistant coach, and any player can tell you, but getting that sense of confidence from your head coach, it gives you people call it a green light, but it gives you the ultimate confidence. Just being able to know that even if you miss or if you make a mistake, that he still got your back 100%.
All right, so this team, a lot of new faces this
Mm-hmm.
year, you being one of them. Apart from being a scorer and a long range sharpshooter, what should ODU fans know about you?
I got much personality. I have a lot of it, especially on the court. I'm very personable off the court. Always smiling, but on the court, I just is a different fire, a different feel, different passion that I have. I bring a lot of energy to the floor. My basketball IQ is, in my opinion, one of the highest. And also, you're going to see a leader. Just being coming into this new position, I've always embraced being a leader. My mom has always taught me to be a leader, not a follower. So you're going to see a lot of leading, a lot of energy, and hopefully a lot of shots made.
All right, what's the one thing that ODU fans should know most about this year's squad?
We got personality for sure, from the top guy to the bottom guy. I mean, we're a very tight knit group. It took a little second to get there, but once everybody got comfortable, you will really see like we're a fun group of guys to be around. And even Mike will tell you, even sometimes when he gets a little mad at us, he really can't, because it's just such a fun group to be around. And the mistakes, you kind of live with them because you know that we all want to grow. And we're a hardworking group. Guys are in the gym every single day. We're in practice every single day, going 100 miles per hour, going at each other, competing. Just trying to make the best of ourselves. And we got each other's backs from 1 to 19. We have each other's backs.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I think one of those, at least it was for Mike and I, it was kind of funny. It reminded me almost of when I was an officer candidate at school with one of my drill instructors.
Mm-hmm.
We were at one of the practices, and Coach Jones didn't feel like y'all were communicating enough and loud enough with each other.
Yeah.
So he had you guys line up and communicate with each other, yelling. I think it was your names. I can't remember back and forth. Like
we we got in trouble a little bit, and we had to walk basically from baseline to baseline. I think it was for like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, literally screaming whatever, like honestly, whatever you could think of. Like, and if we weren't in line or if somebody wasn't talking, at any second we had to start over. But it's things like that in that moment he was mad, but he had fun with what he made us do for sure.
all right. So, given your experience, at playing college basketball, what's the biggest difference you've noticed playing for this staff, vice where you were before?
When it comes to college basketball in general is different from any brand of basketball, from high school or the pros. It's a very, depending on the conference, is a faster game and a more physical game for sure. And then every single coach has their own system. So depending on if you have a coach that likes going inside rather than staying out and shooting threes, or if you got a coach that likes action, that loves to run plays, or has a set offense that he runs no matter what personnel he has, or you have a coach that's like, look, I'm gonna put you guys in positions, and we just want you to go make plays. It just depends on what type of coach you have, but I'd say the system that we have in place here at ODU, uh, it's a lovely one to be in, especially for a guy that loves to shoot the ball, and also share with his teammates. So it's gonna be a great year for us, I believe, especially from an offensive and defensive standpoint.
All right. Tell us something about one of your teammates that Old Dominion fans wouldn't know. A hobby, a hidden talent, something.
I can give you a couple, but one, Stephon Walker. He says he's not a hugger, but I promise you, if you try just hard enough, he'll give you a hug, and he's gonna smile. He's gonna smile for you. And then what's it? What's dang something random? Oh, Donovan Raymond. He seems quiet, but trust me, he might be the loudest person in our locker room. Indeed, especially he's the video game antagonizer. He's the guy that doesn't play the game, but keeps up with everybody that's winning and losing, and talks and makes them talk trash to each other.
That is funny. I think it was Sean was telling us that Emo will come in and start talking
Yeah,
some mess
Emo
about the
is
game.
he's the self-proclaimed best. That's what we've heard so far. But it's a big debate up in there.
All right, a few fun ones here. Favorite pregame meal?
Mm. Honestly, I think all pregame meals for us are the same. They would get pasta and some type of protein. So I'm gonna just say some pasta Alfredo.
All right.
Wait, I lied. I like to I'm not gonna lie, I like to eat a little chocolate before the game. I get a Hershey bar. Yeah.
All right. So, two-parter here. Favorite musical artist or band?
Oh, great.
And then, is there a song that you really want to play right before you're going on the court?
Okay, so favorite artist, this man that goes by the name of Aubrey Drake Graham, aka Drake, aka Drizzy, aka Champagne Poppy. He goes by many names. Six God, you can name it. His birthday was about 3 days ago. My birthday was the day before his. Yeah, that's my favorite artist of all time. I think he's the greatest of all time, and it's OVO forever. So all of the any Kendrick fans out there, just go ahead and just click off the video for me. Thank you. But in pregame, not gonna lie, my pregame music is much different than most. I like to listen to a lot of old school slow jams before the game, just to I wouldn't even say calm myself down, but just to get in the rhythm. Just to get in the rhythm. I'd say a go-to would be "Reasons" by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay.
That would be one of the go-tos for sure.
All right. So obviously, we know that you don't have a ton of free time between hoops, school, and everything. But what's your favorite thing to do in the free time that you do have?
Uh, Put on clothes. Honestly, anything that has to do with clothes, whether it's me putting on an outfit, making a video about an outfit, designing for my brand, or going to thrift or going to the flea market. You know, my mom, she doesn't really like my habit of going, thrifting into the flea market so much, but I'm a grown little man now, so she can't say much. But anything to do with clothes for sure. And I have like a hidden talent. I'm a very avid and good bowler. I have a bowling ball. Her name's Diva. She's black and pink. So if anybody wants to go to the alley, I mean, I'm the guy you want to see for sure.
Let's talk about the fashion thing a little bit more. Because anyone that follows, I think, your Instagram
Yeah.
and can see that, and you talked about your brand. Talk to Monarch Nation a little bit more about that.
Well, my love for fashion started at a very young age when my mom had me dressed in polo from head to toe. She swears I got my style and my fashion from her, and I usually give her a hard time on it, but I'll say yes, I did get it from my mother, and yeah, it's it's in my blood. It's pretty much in my blood. And then when I got to high school, I ended up transferring high schools, and I wanted to make a shirt, and that shirt since then sprouted into a brand that I co-founded with my mother called Speak Volumes, and then from there, around my senior year or after my senior year of high school, I started my own streetwear brand called Love Supremacy, and I've been running it ever since. And I honestly have a love for it. It's something I've literally planned on since I was a young kid to have a high fashion brand while I'm in the NBA, and I have all the names and everything ready. But when it's time, the time will come. But I guess y'all heard it here first.
If people want to find your stuff right now, where should they look?
You can go to on Instagram at love supremacy underscore, or you can go to supremacylove.com. We actually, our site is up right now. We have a couple of things on the site, so you might as well get there before they sell out.
All right, let's go back to basketball for a couple questions before we close this thing out. Mike and I, we've been lucky enough to be able to watch you play a little bit before the season started. Obviously, the senior shooting ability.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had to pick your favorite move, basketball move, what would it be?
Well, I was going to laugh about this one. My favorite move. All right, so quick backstory before I tell this move. There was a time in which I don't even know how old I was. I was very young. I got beat with a belt. I got a whooping for not doing a jab step correctly. And I'm not gonna say who beat me or who whooped me. She knows who she is. But I'd say my favorite move on the basketball court is definitely a jab step because you don't have to do much, but it's very effective, definitely.
All right. So for Monarch Nation who may not have had an opportunity to watch you play yet, is there an NBA player that you would kind of draw some comparisons to give them an idea?
It honestly depends on the day, if I'm being honest. But the closest I would give you, pretty much, if Stephen Curry was 6'5", 6'6", I'd say Stephen Curry, or I'd say Klay Thompson with a lot of decision making ability. We'd say that one for sure.
All right. Two-part question. What's your top personal and team goal for this season, and what's it going to take you guys to get there?
Team wise, our number one goal, well, my number one goal for us, and I think it's everyone else's in this locker room, is to, one, win the Sun Belt Championship, and also make it to that. Let's go dancing. We're trying to go dancing, and not just be there, but we're trying to win there as well. And I think, I don't think it's a non-obtainable goal. I think we're really, really geared for it. And then personally, I really just want this year to be a step up from last year. And I also want to solidify my name in college basketball as not only one of the best shooters, but one of the best players.
All right, Rob, what's your message for Monarch Nation?
Listen, it's an easy one. Just show up, be rowdy, be loud, and cheer on us as we love you guys as much as you love us. And I can't wait to see you guys there.
All right, Rob, thanks for joining the show. Go Monarchs.
Go Monarchs.